All right, guys, so you want to get those really nice stripes on the lawn, the things that just make it pop, right? Something that looks a little bit like this. All right, but what we're gonna do, you need a striping kit. You need something that's gonna go ahead and lay down those grass blades for you. Now you can make your own. You can find those all over YouTube, all right? What I have today is two products. One that I've been using for a long time, and it's gonna go head to head with another product that's on the market. All right, and we're gonna see which one is better and which one ultimately I'm gonna keep using on my lawn. All right, so without further ado, let's jump right on into it. All right, guys, so here are our two systems that we're gonna be facing off head to head today. All right, so we have the Checkmate system. This has been on my mower since I have gotten it. I think it does a great job. There are some drawbacks to it, which we will cover when we go over what I like and what I don't like about it. Next up, we have the new Challenger. This is the Lawn Stryper Generation 3. This is the newer model they just came out with. So let's go ahead. First off, I wanna go over the installation process for both of these. So when installing the Checkmate system, each mower is gonna have slightly different installation for how you're gonna go ahead and get this on the mower. But ultimately for this one, what I had to do was take off the rear wheels, slide in a bracket, and then put the wheels back in, get the striping kit attached to the metal bracket here, and then tighten those in. So it was a little challenging in some areas. I do recall it being challenging with just kind of space and being able to get some of the wrenches and stuff in there to make sure it was nice and tight. I do remember that being a challenge. And one thing that I have noticed over time is that my wheels do not want to stay tight anymore. I've had it actually where I've mowed once or twice and the wheels will just straight up fall off. And I don't know if that's because of the Checkmate system or not, or if it's just a Toro issue, but my thought would be that it's probably from the Checkmate system. So that's kind of a huge issue for me is, you know, the wheels not staying on while I'm mowing. You can see sometimes they'll even bow out a little bit because of the Checkmate system being in there. But overall, I do think it does lay down some really great stripes. You know, overall, every time I've striped the lawn, it looks great. I do notice that sometimes though, there are lines in the middle of my stripes and I'm not sure where those are coming from because everything should be pushing in the same direction. So I don't understand where those are. Installing the Lawn Stryper, that was pretty easy. There is the brackets here and brackets inside of this bracket that you go ahead and put in. And overall, you know, the process was pretty simple and pretty easy. You go ahead and attach these brackets here and then go ahead and get the bar in and then fill up the tube that's inside of here with sand. You want to make sure it's nice dry sand. Do not use play sand. You want to make sure it's nice dry sand. And it doesn't take much. I think I ended up getting like 2 50-pound bags of sand and I didn't even blow through near as much as I thought I was going to. I don't know where my head was at. It was on sale, so it's fine. Dad math. And then once it's in there, you go ahead and lock this in and you go ahead and attach this on. So it was really simple, really easy to get this attached onto here. What I do like about the Lawn Stryper though, they give you all the pieces. So if you were to change mowers, it's very simple to move this over to a new mower, right? All you have to do is switch out the pieces inside. You just keep all the pieces. There's something like 40 different mowers that they have pieces for, and they give you the piece to all of them. So if you ever switched mowers, you can move this right on over without any problem at all. No extra money, no extra costs, right there. With this, the Checkmate system is specifically designed for this mower. I can't move this over to this. Not possible. Not without some type of modifications or spending more money to have, you know, extra pieces come in for me to go ahead and get this here. Because remember, this attaches to the rear wheels. These rear wheels are on the drivetrain, so I can't take them off. So there has to be some type of modification to this in order for me to use this. So if you end up switching mowers, this might be the one because you can use this with all these different types of mowers and they give you all the pieces for them. You don't have to pay more for them later on. This one here, specific to just this mower. So that is one of the knocks for me. So overall installation, I really think that they're both pretty easy. I think that ultimately the Lawn Stryper was slightly easier to go ahead and get installed. At the end of the day, I think it just, no issue there for me as far as getting this in. I think with the tightness of the bolts here on the Checkmate system, it was a little bit more challenging to get these tightened up and on. So I'm gonna give the edge here a little bit to the Lawn Stryper just off of the installation process. But again, both were very, very easy. So the next piece I wanted to go over is storage. I think this is kind of important because over the last year and a half or so that I've had with the Checkmate system, storing it has been not my favorite. Whereas I think the Lawn Stryper is going to get an edge here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to store the Checkmate system and then how I store the Lawn Stryper, and then we'll go ahead and see kind of which one's easier. Okay guys, so when I want to store my my Toro with the Checkmate system attached to it, it has the vertical store option. So that's the easiest way for me. It keeps, you know, the space clean and allows me a little bit more space in my garage. So what you want to do is you obviously flip these up and you get these pulled back, lock them into place. And so now here's where it starts to become a little bit of a struggle, is with the roller system right back here. Because it's always connected to the machine, it's hard to take it off. So when I go ahead and pull up, I can't get the vertical, right? So I have to stick my foot behind the wheel here, lift, and then flip the wheel in front. So now it's essentially under the mower, right? Kind of a challenge. Don't really enjoy doing that all the time. Okay, so now I have my vertical store though, and then go ahead and put it off to the side. So now with the Lawn Stryper, it should be theoretically a lot easier to go ahead and store this because the Lawn Stryper can be removed at any time from the mower. All you gotta do, lift it up, pull it off the hook there, and we're removed. We just put this off to the side. And now our storage is just like normal. Pull our pins, lift up here, and there we go. We're stored, right? So much simpler, so much easier. You know, when it comes to storage, Lawn Stryper's taking that one. I mean, that's a no contest, unfortunately. Lawn Stryper wins on that one. It's just for simple of ease, how quick and easy it is to go ahead and store that. So storage, Lawn Stryper. All right, guys, so now the part that you all have been waiting for, striping. All right, which one lays the better stripes? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go up one pass and down one pass with each mower, with each striping kit to see which one lays the best stripes, all right? So we're gonna start off first with the Toro. We're gonna go up and down, and then we're gonna follow it up, the Lawn Stryper, up and down, and then we'll go ahead and see which one has the best stripes afterwards, all right? Let's go ahead and lay these stripes. Okay, not bad stripes from the Checkmate system there. Let's go ahead and throw in the Lawn Stryper. I don't know, guys. Overall, they look pretty similar. I don't see like a lines through the Lawn Stryper ones where I know that they come in on the Checkmates, and you can kind of see them in there. A little hard to see there, but I think the Lawn Stryper ones just, they look a little bit better. I mean, look how light this is compared to this one, and to me it looks like it just seems lighter to me. And maybe that's just me, I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments though. To me, I think these are better. I just really do. Also, something I wasn't thinking of is when I made the turn over here, the Checkmate system like grabs and it rattles and shakes. The Lawn Stryper doesn't do that. Because it's not hooked up to anything, right? It's allowed to freely move. And so it just kind of turned with the machine. You see how it kind of just, it's able to just turn with the machine as you turn. And I thought that was actually really nice and comfortable. I never had to worry about it. It just kind of went with it. So So I don't know, guys. I think when you count everything in, I think the Lawn Stryper really has the edge on the Checkmate system. I think they're both really, really good striping kits. I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with either one. Both are going to give you some really good stripes. Both are really easy to install and use. But I think ultimately, like if you want just that little bit extra, I think the Lawn Stryper kind of gives it to you. So I think because the fact that they give you, you know, all the pieces, if you want to eventually change your mower over, you could still install that kit onto another mower. The ease of installing it and actually being able to remove it, because there are situations with your lawn that you don't want to have a striping kit on there, and removing the Checkmate system, it's not easy, and it's not something you want to have to do if you're doing like maybe a reseeding and you don't want to have a striping kit on there. It's annoying to try and take it off and put it back on. So I really do think, you know, if you have like projects like that in mind, or situations where you don't want to stripe your lawn because maybe it's not the right time of the year, Lawn Stryper is the right one. So I'm gonna go ahead, wrap this up. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more stripes here, get this lawn striped up before I go, and there you guys have it. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you guys know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. And as always, guys, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one.